Hi everyone, just wanted to thank you so much for your support on my sketchbook video. I never imagined it would get so many views, but with those views, I also got a ton of questions about what supplies I use. So in this video, we will be going over what supplies I use most often. But before we get started, a quick intro. My name is Leanne. You probably know me as Lemon or Lemon Gotcha online, and I'm currently 19. I also have a written form of these as a highlight on my Instagram, and I will leave timestamps in the comments and description for you to refer back to specifics. With that, let's get into it. Firstly, my sketchbook is from Denick. I found this series at my local art store. I'm not sponsored, but hit me up if you want to sponsor me. They use partial revenue to build schools, which I found very cool. The specs of this book: it is 7 by 9 inches, it contains 44 sheets of 180 GSM mixed media paper, it's affordable and also beautiful, but it's extremely durable as well, so 10 out of 10 would recommend. I use this for all my sketches. It's the Carmen Red Prismacolor Col-Erase pencil. Sometimes I press too hard, so I'm really counting on that red color looking nice under my final coloring, like as opposed to graphite. It's about $1 and some change at your local art store, so roughly the amount of money I'm making from YouTube currently. I'm totally kidding. Let's continue. Prismacolors. Okay girl, we know these are expensive as hell, but they're really nice. Listen, I got this set on sale at Walmart somehow. I remember it being $19.99, so I don't know what alternate reality retail store I was in, but I didn't question it, just bagged my purchase and walked out. I would definitely recommend this 24 color set since you get the basic colors and also some funky tones. These are really smooth, but they're also soft pencils, so that is something to consider. How much pressure are you putting on your pencils? Are they stressed out because of the expectations you're placing on them? Honestly, these are way pricey due to them being both a nice colored pencil and a watercolor pencil. I only bought two because of the price, and also I used a really nice lilac one when I was in my high school art class. Speaking of high school art class, I got these at the start of AP Studio Art. They are the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor pencils. I'm betting these are student grade because they're a hard texture colored pencil. They're not as saturated as the Prismacolors, but a really nice starting colored pencil set, and it has a very nice range of colors as well. I'm very fond of the leaf green and orange red in particular. I believe you can get these at Blick, but in case you can't, you have these. Let's talk elementary realness. Prong and Crayola. I can press super hard with these colored pencils and create some good looking art. Art supplies don't have to be expensive to be good, but also think of art supplies as an investment since they last for a long time. I use these pencils the most for sketching because I don't feel bad about using them, but seriously, get yourself an advanced pack of Crayola color pencils and you're set. Listen, I've had these pencils since I was 3, maybe 4. I don't recall the details, but let me put y'all into something. These are so nice. These are the Rose Art colored pencils. They come out kind of pastel, but some of the shades are just like the nicest I've ever seen. If these are from like pre-2010, do they count as vintage pencils? Also, my dog literally ate this shade. RIP. Still use it though. I am in ownership of this set of Reeves gouache. They're alright for a student grade paint, but not ideal because the binding and the pigments separate so easily. In my experience, some of the colors come out a bit chalky, and some of the others are just plain ugly. They're also a little expensive for the quality. Luckily, you know your girl has crazy coupon skills, so it wasn't a total bust. However, these Holbein acrylic gouaches are so nice. They do cost a 1/16 of a kidney, but damn, are they smooth. Colors are as vibrant as your mom's face when you got straight A's, and the quality of these are crazy. I use this pale pink as my white, so all my pieces stay warm and saturated. I love the pigmentation and the texture that they have. My skin is calling in now. She's wondering why I can't love her pigmentation and texture too. Anyway, let's move on. I don't do watercolor as much these days, but this was my first real set of watercolors. These Sakura Koi watercolors are so good. The pans crack a little but don't affect the performance at all. I love the colors, and the container is high quality plastic with a little pull-out tray and sponge. The back also has a ring for on-the-go artists. I distinctly remember Michaels gave me a 70% coupon, and I thought it was a fluke, so I teleported to their storefront and immediately purchased this set. It is kind of pricey, but it'll last you a long time. Fudenosuke Tombow Brush Pen. Iconic black liner. I sometimes dream of using this as my eyeliner because it's just that cool. Takes quite a bit of courage to use these because once that mark is down, honey, it is down for good. The ink is really black, which I tend not to use, but these pens been making bold moves since 1999, and they're still going strong. I'm kidding about the 1999. I don't know when these were invented, but here are some facts. These come in a pack of 2. There's a firm nib, which is smaller, and then a larger, softer nib. I use the soft nib more to achieve dynamic lines because it transitions easily from large brushstrokes to fine lines, and that's just game-changing, y'all. My personal favorite liner, the Muji 0.5 size gel pen set. These are sold out on their website, and I'm a little scared because where am I going to get these after they run out? I got these during my stationery hype of 2014, but only started using them as a drawing tool recently. They create the most beautiful line, and I honestly love the colors. They're all saturated, and some are bright, almost neon, while others are deep jewel tone. If you want to do freehand pen drawings, definitely try and get these. They will never let you down, unlike my medical insurance during my wisdom teeth crisis. Papermate Flare Felt Tip Pens. Oh y'all, I was so jealous of those girls in my science class who would whip out a black and white chevron pencil case full of these and do each vocabulary term in a different color. These are great for writing, and I use them occasionally for drawing. They create a very soft line, and the matte feeling of the pen itself is very comforting. Honorable mention goes to Play Color Tombow Double Tipped Pens 12 color set. They are really fun, not really a staple in my materials due to the nib size, but I have been loving them recently, and I love them for note-taking as well. Copics. I used to watch video after video of artists swearing by these, and I do understand the hype considering the longevity of these markers. I did have to get a few refills, but they are amazingly vibrant and blend great. However, their scent has probably killed more than 70% of my brain cells without me realizing. A nice alternative would be the Prismacolor alcohol markers, but I believe their nibs are not as versatile as Copics. It really depends on how you're using them, so maybe buy one of each at first to try them out. Mildliner highlighters. These are poppin' in the study community, but are also great for quick doodles. They add a bright pop of color and are affordable. The coverage is not as smooth as Copics, but these are literally highlighters. Honorable mention for this category, this singular paint marker my friend got me for my birthday. Honestly, a staple. I love turquoise, and paint markers are now something I want to invest in. This is the whitest white I've ever used. You'll have to use a brush with it and make sure to use thin layers, but it does its job. Most days, however, I use this Sakura Jelly Roll pen, which is also a nice white but more translucent, so the ink needs to be layered. Also, the ballpoint tip is really finicky and needs a pressure that's not too hard but not too gentle, or else the ink will not come out. It's a whole Goldilocks type drama. Good news is that this will last you way long. If this pen runs out, I personally want to try the white Stabilo gel pen. You know, glue tape roller. Seriously a lifesaver. Shout out to my aunt from Taiwan who sent this years ago in a care package because it's the best alternative to a glue stick. It doesn't warp your paper because it's not liquid, and it's easy to use, just like whiteout. And that's a wrap. Just a disclaimer that all these supplies were bought over a course of a lifetime, and I try to use up materials before buying anything new. Work with what you have, y'all. And thank you so much again for your support on my sketchbook tour. I'll see you next time. Love ya.